Hello everyone, welcome to Soumya's Diary. I am Soumya Ranjan Pati. Today we will discuss about NIC initiatives for good governance, NIC initiatives for public distribution system under National Food Security Mission and the transport sector. So let's start from good governance. So the first one is the dashboard for analytical review of projects across nation or DARPAN. It displays information in an objective and quantifiable way that helps the technical administration to understand the bottleneck and scope of improvement. The next scheme is Parivesh. I hope all of you must be knowing about environment impact assessment. If you don't know, please refer to my article on it. I will provide you the link in the description box below. Various authorities seek clearance like environmental impact assessment, coastal regulation zone clearance, wildlife clearance for their project approval. This process takes time and often delays the project. Parivesh scheme that's a platform that facilitates automatic tracking of proposals at each stage of workflow, thus fast tracks the process. Similarly, eCabinet provides solution for automation of cabinet meeting. It also automates workflow and facilitates paperless virtual meeting. It offers secure value-added services like online agenda points, built institutional memory, paper-like experience of the meeting in smart tablet. Service Plus is one of the applications developed as a part of Panchayat Enterprise Suite under e-Panchayat Mission Mode project. It aims to make government service accessible to common man at the doorstep or through common service delivery outlet. For food processing sector, there is an application suite named Sampada Suite. It engages entrepreneurs at different stages of the project approval of food processing sector. Manav Sampada is a ICT-based platform for electronic human resource management for government department. Jeevan Praman is for biometric-enabled digital service for pensioner. Similarly, Bhavishya is an online pension sanction and payment tracking system. NIC also has signed an agreement with UIDAI to set up Aadhaar authentication services and ASA service for e-government projects. Some Aadhaar authentication service includes biometric attendance system, Jeevan Praman, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and National Urban Livelihood Mission. So we understood that there are a lot of projects, many dashboards, but how to access those and use those data for decision making? Let us understand through a simile. In a car, there are many systems. For example, propulsion system is there, braking system is there, internal combustion engine, that itself is a complex system. But for running car, in the dashboard, we need to check a few parameters. Similarly, for decision making, there is need of a dashboard of dashboard. This dashboard is known as Prayas, that is pursuing excellence in governance. Now, let's discuss some initiatives for consumer affairs and food and public distribution. You might be knowing about public distribution system. It is a system for food security implemented under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. It is operated under shared responsibility of center and state government. As a part of Digital India initiative, NIC has developed various applications for digitization of beneficiary data, computerization of supply chain management, setting up of transparency portal, and grievance redressal mechanism. The names are mentioned in my article, please refer to it. In order to curb the leakages and malgovernance issue and to create a smart public distribution system, IMPDA system was launched. The key components include national portability, deduplication, then creation of central repository and data analytics. In short, it provided a platform for one nation, one ration card. Similarly, in order to digitalize the functioning of consumer fora and to access information and quick disposal of cases under Consumer Protection Act 1986, the scheme of computerization and computer networking fora in the country is there. So through this portal, that is confonet.nic.in, consumers have easy access to accurate and dependable information regarding case list, judgments, and similarly the status of the case and the case history. There is a portal called eDakshil. Through this portal, the consumers and lawyers can file the complaint. It also helps Consumer Commission to accept, reject, or forward the complaint to the concerned authority. Now, let's discuss some initiatives for transport sector. The Transport Mission Mode project, that is e-Transport MMP, driven by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and is executed by NIC. It has successfully automated the operations of regional transport office across the country. Thus, it has minimized the RTO visits, made the payment online, monitoring process through the dashboard, and improved the quality of the service. Thus, it is a citizen-centric, trade-centric application, contributing towards e-governance initiative under Digital India program. M-Vahan that provides a convenient mobile solution for managing various Vahan services by departmental officers at RTO. The motor vehicle inspector inspects the vehicle by first capturing their current geolocation and uploads the photo of the vehicle. Thus, it provides a convenient mobile solution to the department. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has conceived a vehicle location tracking and emergency alert system for whole country. The complete system is based on AIS 140 specification. So what is AIS 140 specification? AIS 140 is the short form of Automotive Industry Standard 140. It is a set of regulations published by Automotive Research Association of India for all public transportation system to build an intelligent transport system in India. Under intelligent transport system, traffic management and mitigation, public transport management, crisis management are taken care. It is a globally proven system. Under AIS 140, it is mandatory for all public transport and commercial vehicle to deploy vehicle tracking system with camera surveillance and emergency buttons. To know more about intelligent transport system, please refer to my article on smart transport. The link is given in the description box below. In this article, I have discussed about the need of smart transport system, the focus area for policy improvement, then the smart automobile, smart infrastructure, sustainable fuel, intelligent transport system, and the policy initiatives. I am sure that you will like the article very much. So that's all for today. I hope you like the content. Please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you very much for your precious time. Thank you again.